Before you begin, always make sure your vehicle is safely suspended on jack stands. Remove the tire from the vehicle. Remove the mounting bolt for the stabilizer link. Remove the bottom mounting bolt for the strut. Remove the brake line mounting bracket. Remove the 2 bolts that mount the caliper to the hub assembly. Although we did not do it in this video, always have your caliper supported. Do not put undue pressure on the brake hose. Right now we are taking off the axle nut. If you are not using air tools, this should be done while the car is on the ground with the wheels blocked. Using a pry bar, apply downward pressure on the lower control arm. As you push down, the hub will separate from the strut. Remove the top 3 mounting nuts for the top of the strut. There is 1 nut in the center. Never remove it. Taking it off will release the tension of the spring and may cause damage or severe injury. As you take off the last nut, have your other hand supporting the strut to hold it up. You don't want it to fall off and potentially tear brake lines or rip the CV axle boot. Always mount the top 3 bolts first. It gives the added support for getting the bottom of the strut in. When reassembling, make sure to tighten everything to specification. Refer to the instruction sheet within the box for torque specifications. It is good practice to lubricate the area where the strut enters the hub. It'll make it easier to get the strut into place. Wheel bearing grease will work. Put the lower mounting bolt back into place and tighten it. Reattach the stabilizer link. Put the brake line mounting bracket back into place. Put the axle nut back on. It needs to be torqued to proper specifications in order to prevent premature wear of the wheel bearing. If you are not using air tools, this step should be completed at the end with the torque wrench while the vehicle is on the ground with the wheels blocked. In theory, you do not have to remove the axle nut in order to remove the strut. It is good practice because it reduces the chances of pulling the axle apart. Put the rotor back onto the hub assembly. You may find it easier to put a nut on to hold it in place while you're doing your other work. Remount the caliper bracket. Tighten these bolts by hand first. Afterward, make sure to tighten them down to proper specifications. Put the rest of the brake assembly back together. When tightening the wheel, go in a star pattern. This will ensure that equal pressure is placed on the rotor. Always double check your work, and after any repair, make sure to test drive your vehicle.